Welcome back to NTV Tonight. Now, we had the conversation on satellite internet as far as 3 years ago. These are the words of the Safaricom CEO, Peter Ndegwa, who elucidated that the telecommunications firm was ahead of the game despite a section of Kenyans wondering how Starlink came in and surpassed them with this new technology. Here's an insight on the Safaricom Starlink situation and the plans to have Safaricom join in the satellite internet space.
It's an exciting era for internet users as Elon Musk's Starlink settles in Kenya's internet market landscape, which is dominated by Safaricom, signaling a new dawn for cheaper connectivity. In June this year, the multinational introduced a 50 gigabyte or GB monthly data package at a rate of 1,300 shillings, which is 3,700 shillings less than Safaricom's 47 GB data package, which, however, is inclusive of 2,500 talk minutes and 5,000 SMS and going for 5,000 shillings. In August, Starlink introduced a rental plan for the installation hardware kit that will see users pay a monthly rate of 1,950 shillings as opposed to the one-off purchase at 45,500 shillings, in addition to the 1,300 shillings charge for the 50 GB data plan or a 6,500 shillings monthly service fee for unlimited internet package.
Looks better.
This has seen local traditional internet service providers reeling under the hit, as Philip Oyer, an information system analyst at the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, explains.
Most players are comfortable with the status quo. There is costing, there is quality, and many other things that go with the service provision. So if someone comes to a different product, then everybody is jittery because the thinking is that you want to take into their space. And that is a challenge that we are getting. Starlink has come with a different kind of a product, it's satellite, as opposed to what Safaricom and the Zuku and the other players are doing. So we have the Wi-Fi boxes or the fiber links. But now you have direct connection to the satellites which are orbiting up there.
Maybe what needs to be understood is, what does it mean to have satellite internet in the Kenyan space?
The fiber is a physical cable layering. So there are areas where that cannot be reached. So for those people, if we don't get alternatives for a long time, they'll have to be locked out of the internet or the digital divide until we ensure the infrastructure. But you see with satellites, because they orbit up there, we don't have to worry about layering of the cables. So for those who are staying in areas that are far from the big towns like Nairobi, then they can still be serviced by satellite, and that would be better.
Even so, one may wonder, is it worth the noise and popularity, considering Starlink is not the first satellite internet service provider? A chat with Ben Roberts, the chairperson of ICT sector at the Kenya Private Sector Alliance, gives a different perspective.
Even with Starlink, I think the the effect of Elon Musk himself and probably through his X platform as well, which is very popular in Kenya, I do think that has helped make this awareness. There'll be other ones that are going to come. So Amazon will be launching a service called Kuiper, K-U-I-P-E-R. I don't know how you say it, but that will be coming to the market. There's another one called OneWeb. They will take different, they may or may not take different approaches. Starlink are going direct to consumer. They've got a very good brand for themselves. Let's see what happens when the others come. Obviously, Amazon's very well known globally,
For days now, there have been talks that Safaricom has plans to partner with Starlink to offer the satellite internet services to its consumers, a move that its parent company Vodafone has blatantly denied, which raised questions on how Safaricom and Vodafone would not be on the same page. NTV had a sit down with Safaricom's chief executive, who set the record straight.
There's no deal on the table yet. So I can't comment on whether or not in future we would have a deal. We would only get into a deal where it complements our investment and also it adds value to the experience and what we can give to our customers.
And when asked about the price comparisons that many are making to aid their decision-making on who to pick between the two,
We don't just focus at the right value. We don't just focus on price. As you know, on the GSM side, we have actually reduced data price by 2/3 in the past three to 4 years. We've reduced voice by about 50%, and we've reduced M-Pesa prices by on average about 50%. So we are not averse to giving more value to our customers, but we don't just focus on price. If you just focus on low price and you can't deliver experience, customers will walk away.
According to experts, competition is good, and this is what the future in the world of the internet looks like.
What we're seeing happens in the US is, there's areas, rural towns where people have all jumped onto to Starlink, but then, when the terrestrial networks see the demand, they then build and invest and put networks in those. So this is a great technology for expanding and reducing the digital divide in Kenya, but it is also going to grow the market. So I don't think it's going to be this threat to existing operators. I think it's going to work together and complement and grow the market.
At the end of the day, it is a win for the consumer. Nina Shaban, NTV.